Hola, bienvenidos a Lightspeed Spanish. Well, today I'm going to talk about the mystery of the lo conozco, le conozco. You've probably heard people saying lo conozco, and you've heard people saying le conozco, but which one's right? Why are they using different pronouns? I'm going to explain everything. Hablamos de todo en la segunda parte. So what does lo conozco even mean? It means I know him or I know it. Okay? That's what it is. Lo conozco, lo, just so you know, is the direct object pronoun. Okay, just to give you that name for those who like names. I don't like them particularly, but that's what it's called. Lo conozco. For me, it's the him or the it. So it's used like this. ¿Tú conoces a Pedro? And you say, sí, lo conozco. I know him. Or somebody might say, ¿conoces mi país? Do you know my country? That means, have you been here? All right, you've got to know it personally. And you say, sí, lo conozco. Yes, I do know it. Right? That's the job of the lo. It's an it or a him. And then you come to Spain, the centre of Spain, and you say to somebody, ¿conoces mi país? And they say, sí, lo conozco. Yes, I do know it. I've been there. And then you say, ¿y conoces a Pedro? And they say, sí, le conozco. And you think, le conozco? Is it not supposed to be lo? And the answer, the quick answer is yes, of course it's supposed to be lo. So what on earth's going on here in Spain? Well, what's going on is called Leísmo. Leísmo, because many millions of Spanish speakers, like, I don't know, 20 million perhaps, are what you call leístas. What are leístas? Leístas are people who want to get some confusion out of the lo, because lo can mean him, and lo can mean it. So when you say lo conozco, there's a confusion there. Obviously in context, not really. But it can cause confusion. So what the leístas decided to do was this. To break all the rules, and instead of saying lo conozco for I know him, change the lo for le. But they only do it for men. They don't do it for things. Things are still lo. If it's a masculine thing, lo. Okay? So for example, if we're talking about a car, they will say, sí, lo veo. It I see. It's a car, el coche. But if they're talking about a man, they'll say, le veo. Le veo. So what leístas say, and you know, in many ways, I have to agree with them, that it's much clearer if we use le when we're talking about a man and lo when we're talking about a thing. That's what's going on. That's what leísmo is. And it's a big deal. If you look at many books that have been written from the centre, for authors of the centre of Spain, you'll find that they are leístas. The books are filled with le when it should be lo. And I'm saying should be lo, not now, because the Royal Academy of Spain has said that using le is accepted. However, it's just bad news for us as students because we've taught Spanish for a lot of years. We've just had a course, an immersion course, and the question comes up every time. Why are they using le? Why am I hearing le? That's why. And I'll finish this with some advice. Just because native speakers use le, don't do it. Don't do it as a student. Why? Because we need very fixed rules. We need to fix rules. As soon as we start playing with them too early, we're going to get confusion. So the idea is learn the rules correctly. And then afterwards, once you've got them embedded in, if you want to start using le on purpose, knowing that it should be lo, fantastic. It's when you start using le and you believe that it should be le when it should be lo. To quote some very famous scripture in the Bible, let your le's be le and let your lo's be lo. when you're learning Spanish. Afterwards, you can do lo que te dé la gana. De momento, hay que seguir las normas. By the way, if you want to learn more about the pronouns in Spanish, we have tons and tons of videos on it, and we've also got a book on it as well called Perfecting the Pronouns in Spanish. Hasta luego, chicos. Os quiero mucho.